So hantavirus is a number of smaller different viruses that, again, have their ecologic niches. And so the old world hantavirus circulates through Europe and Asia. And, again, similar rodent-based exposure. The illness is very different, though. So people present with fevers, and then they can develop what we call hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome, but may develop a systemic illness, kind of feeling feverish, unwell, landing in hospital. They may develop kidney failure and low blood pressure from that kidney failure. The mortality is there, it's about 5%, but generally people do improve with time. And that's kind of the classic description. In the New World, so in North America and South America, we see hantavirus leading to hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. And so this is a very different presentation. People present with, again, an acute kind of febrile illness, typical flu-like illness, but then rapidly progress into a respiratory failure. So their lungs fill up with fluid, they develop acute respiratory distress, they need to be hospitalized, and in fact, need intensive care and, even invasive life support measures to get through the illness, with unfortunately somewhere between a 35-40% mortality rate.
Hantavirus can spread from person to person. How, and in particular, where does that happen?
So the old teaching was this was a rodent-based disease. There was a report in 2020 in the New England Journal of Medicine about a large outbreak in Argentina that involved about 30 individuals, where they thought the event actually happened from an individual that was infected by a rodent, but then spread subsequently to other individuals, who then spread it to other individuals, and perhaps there were about 3 super spreaders in that cohort. And in further studies looking at this subtype, the Andean subtype of hantavirus, there have been subsequent studies showing that people can have, decent infective levels in their saliva, in their nasopharyngeal swabs, in their urine. And so theoretically, in a closed contact environment where people are close together, there could be human-to-human transmission of this Andean subtype of the hantavirus.